My name is Olivia, and I had spent months saving for this night. I had landed a promotion at work, my first real milestone in years, and decided to celebrate at La Fontaine, one of the city's finest rooftop restaurants. Everything was perfect. The city lights glittered below, the waitstaff moved like dancers, and I felt a rare sense of accomplishment. That is, until my sister Rachel arrived. Rachel had always been competitive, sharp-tongued, and quick to belittle me. She was gorgeous, confident, and everyone adored her. At least, that's how she presented herself. She looked down at me the moment she entered, her designer heels clicking against the polished floor. "Olivia," she said with a smirk. "This place? Are you sure you can afford it?" I froze for a moment, my excitement dimming under the weight of her words. I forced a polite smile. "I saved for it," I said softly, trying not to let her see my frustration. But Rachel wasn't satisfied. She leaned closer, her tone dripping with condescension. "Wow. I didn't know you could even get a reservation here." I wanted to snap back, to defend myself, but something in me stayed calm. I had worked too hard for this moment, and letting her ruin it felt pointless. Instead, I nodded politely and signaled the waiter, trying to focus on the evening ahead. Moments later, the waiter approached, tall, professional, and impeccably dressed. He glanced at Rachel first, then at me, and smiled. Not the polite smile one gives to any customer, but the kind that carried a subtle, knowing confidence. "Good evening," he said smoothly. "I see someone here has earned the spotlight tonight." His eyes rested on me, acknowledging what Rachel had tried to undermine. Rachel blinked, caught off guard. She looked at me, expecting me to blush, to shrink, but I simply returned the waiter's smile. The waiter continued, "May I recommend our chef's special? Only the most discerning guests usually try it." He handed me the menu with a flourish and then stepped back, leaving Rachel frozen, her mouth opening and closing without words. The night progressed, and the waiter continued to treat me with a level of respect that Rachel clearly noticed. He explained each dish, offered suggestions, and even brought a complimentary appetizer when I mentioned it was my celebration. Each gesture, each polite remark, underscored my quiet victory. By dessert, Rachel's attitude had shifted. She no longer smirked, no longer whispered under her breath. Instead she watched, slightly embarrassed, as I laughed, enjoying the evening I had worked so hard to earn. I didn't gloat, didn't rub my accomplishment in her face. I simply let the night speak for itself. My confidence, my independence, my success. When the waiter returned to clear the table, he gave Rachel a subtle nod, almost a silent acknowledgement that I belonged here. Rachel flushed slightly, realizing that the moment she had tried to mock me had backfired completely. Walking out of the restaurant, I felt a sense of pride and peace. Rachel's words had stung, but they hadn't broken me. The night had reminded me that success isn't about proving others wrong. It's about showing up, earning your place, and letting life's natural recognition do the work for you. That evening, Rachel never forgot the way the waiter smiled. Not at her, not for her, but for me. And neither did I. It was a subtle, perfect reminder that hard work, patience, and quiet confidence speak louder than mocking words ever could. Sometimes, the sweetest victories aren't loud or dramatic. They're in the small, undeniable gestures that make the doubters realize, you've arrived.